Hi everybody, today's video is on the South Dakota.
Tractor Museum.
That's right. It's a harvest host that we're staying
Yes,
at.
we're staying at the Harvest Host tonight. Very nice people that run the place. We hope you enjoy the video.
Yep, have fun.
Hi, we are Tom and Beth. Our venture awaits. We downsized, sold our home, moved into our fifth wheel, and have been on the road as full-timers for over a year now. We're exploring this beautiful country of ours while we can. We hope you will follow along with us as we continue our venture. We travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us.
So we are in the one-room schoolhouse. Oh, class is in session. This schoolhouse was 15 miles away from here on a farm, and they donated it to the museum, and then they moved it, and they also donated some money to restore it as well.
And I love how they have the little ink wells in here.
Yeah, they have the ink wells in the desk.
Look at the little desk with the big desk.
Yeah.
And then they have a few up here.
So all the different size desk,
And then you got your heater.
potbelly stove,
There's your heater right here.
keep you warm in the winter.
That's right. Who's the piano? And the piano here too?
Oh, yep. There's a piano in the back so they could teach music.
Yep.
So in the South Dakota Tractor Museum, we went to the blacksmith shop just a minute ago. But look at all these license plates.
1913 to present.
Wow, it just,
Can you see how they've changed in size?
yeah, you can see how they've changed. Yeah, it is just so cool. And then over here are the movie projectors that came from the movie theater downtown here. That is pretty cool. Look at the size of those reels. And then we start getting into some of the different tractors and old cars and that sort of stuff as well. This is a pretty cool stop. If you get the opportunity, highly recommend it. We bought some of their popcorn balls and some of their chokecherry jelly.
How many remember going to church dances or school dances and having the ball up there, the glow ball, whatever they call it? What do they call it now? They call it
It's
the...
a reflective ball.
Like we call it, make colors as it spun in the auditorium or wherever we have the dances. And it's so cool. Look how big that thing is.
Thing is huge.
It's huge. Tom decided to buy me a new car to pull behind the RV in Austin, Healy. And it's 1966. Yeah, we'll just drive that down as we're parked somewhere around town.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Not.
Look at this beautiful 1963 Chevrolet stake truck.
That'd be great to have some hay rides in that.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be great. You can probably hear the winds. It's really kicking up. You know, they say the wind comes sweeping down the plains. Well, that's what's happening today.
That's right, here in South Dakota.
That's right. A 1917 Denby made in Detroit. And if you notice the sign here, that's the curator of the museum's grandmother's horsehide robe is hanging on the back of this.
And look at the horn here.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's
it's
really
like
neat. Yeah.
a little electric horn.
Yeah.
So cool. On John Deere green, and they still paint their tractors green and yellow today. You can see here's a beautiful 1944 John Deere Model A. This is a hay rack on a bobsled. You can see the sleds and the skis underneath there.
That is huge for a bobsled.
Yeah, well, it's a hay rack on
Right,
it.
right.
So, and you can see they've got a little example of where they were using this when it still had wheels on it.
Yeah, 1910 and 1920 is where it comes from.
Wow. Here's a nice looking 1956 Pontiac. Got a little bit of dust on it, but other than that, looks like it's in pretty good shape.
I like the black and red together.
Yeah, it looks really sharp. And then here's a 1948 Kaiser. Kids nowadays wouldn't even know that a Kaiser was ever the name of a car. And then in the back, look at that John Deere over there. Wow. 1924 Model T Roadster. And next to it is a 1953 Super M model Farmall. Wow, look at that. Oh, the days when cars were simple.
I'm not so sure they were simple.
Well, they weren't trouble-free, but they were much more simple.
Easier to maintain?
I'm not sure about that either. 1929 Chevrolet Coach sold for $595 at the factory when it was originally bought. And so the wind has actually died down for a second, but just a second ago, it was banging like crazy. Reminded me of being in Guam in the hurricanes, or actually they call them typhoons there. And back there is a 1933 Chevrolet gas truck. That is pretty cool. Look at this old Toro tractor. 1942. Absolutely beautiful stuff here. Look at all these beautiful tractors. It's a 1944. Oh, there's that wind. 1936. 1937. Beautiful tractors. Sorry about the wind. Look at this collection of tools. Robert Young and his father Raymond collected these tools.
And the horse bits over here.
And then there's a collection of horse bits.
Yeah.
And they have miscellaneous things like this Standard Oil sign here. Everywhere you look, there's something in this museum. They even have an old Coke machine.
And look, 50 cents.
It was 50 cents back then.
I think you can actually get them for like 75 cents at Walmart still, outside?
Yeah, I think
or
so.
Or Sam's or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But look at the little bowling type game thing here. This is a 1947 cockshut tracker there. And then you get some more John Deere green. And then there's an Oliver that's painted in John Deere colors. Oh, there's some more stuff. Look at the old tires up on the, and there's some skulls in the corner. They have a little bit of everything in here. It's a 1951 Oliver. 1951 Ford Model 8N tractor. That's a pretty tractor. Inside the Kimball fireworks store, right next to the Harvest Host, the tractor museum, is this beautiful horse. It is just gorgeous. I thought it was part of the museum at first, but then when I walked up, I saw that it says Kimball Fireworks Company. Still, it's pretty cool.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the video of the tractor museum. It was a Harvest Host we went to. Had a lot of fun. The people that run it are very sweet, very nice. We were able to run our generator that night, and it was a little warm, not bad, but just a little warm. We did want to talk about Harvest Host just for a few seconds. I don't know if you've ever done Harvest Host, but it's very nice to be able to find these places to stay in overnight if you're traveling. We've stayed at a winery. We've stayed at a
couple of mercantiles.
Yep, and the tractor museum there. We stayed at a farm recently on the way back to Maryland. So they have a lot of nice places you can stay. You pay a one-time fee once a year, and then you go online and you reserve your spot. And a lot of that stuff you can do online. If they don't have it online, you can call them. They leave a number there for you to call. They just ask that you let them know if you're not going to come in, so they don't plan on you being there. And they also ask that you either, when you're visiting their place, whether you buy, sometimes they serve food. We've gone places where they've had breakfast, so we bought breakfast.
They bought a piece of pottery, and this particular place, they have the town there at Kimball, South Dakota, is famous for their popcorn balls.
They're so good. They're
And so
good.
they have popcorn balls, and then they had some homemade chokecherry jelly,
So good.
which was really good.
Yeah. So we bought some of that. We've gone places where, like I said, they've had breakfast at their place, so we've had breakfast. We went to a skydive museum in Ottawa, Illinois, and we had we had
dinner there.
dinner and breakfast there.
Dinner and breakfast.
So
yeah.
it makes it really nice when you're kind of boondocking that you can have some place to go to get a grab bite to eat. But if you want to check out Harvest Host, look them up online. They are, like I said, a nice place to stop overnight. We prefer that than Walmarts and Cracker Barrels. We like to be able to go somewhere we feel safe. There's lots of them around the country, so you can find them almost anywhere you go now. So
yeah, and as you could see by the boat that just went through in the background, we're not currently at that Harvest Host. Our summaries often don't get done until later when we're getting ready to publish the video.
Yeah. So but we had a good time there. We did stay we stayed at a Harvest Host that was it was a museum, it was a car museum.
Yes.
Very nice.
Auburn Cord Duesenberg Museum.
You get a chance to stop
Very
in
nice.
there.
I
Even
think
if you're
we've
not
got
harvest
some-
hosting, just stop in there. It's
Yeah,
wonderful.
We've got a video that'll be forthcoming on that as well.
And they actually had electric and water for us to hook up for.
Yeah, that was
and
real nice.
We just used the electric. We didn't need the water, and we went over to their museum the next day and walked through it before we left. And and that's what they want you to do. They want you to kind of come see what they have, and payment into the museum was our pay to stay there.
Yeah, basically our admission for staying there and using the electric.
And sometimes some Harvest Hosts will tell you, yeah, it's $10, $20 for electric, and we're happy to pay that. But this place just said, just come to our museum tomorrow and see what we have. And so we did that. That was a lot of fun. There's just so many out there. You can do farms and wineries, and they have we have a skydiving place, like we said. They also have some for golfing. If you're a golfer, we don't do that part because we're not golfers, but they do have golfing packages where in the Harvest Host that you can sign up extra for that, and it's just really nice.
Check
them out.
Options available,
and you'll feel safe.
If you need a one-nighter, someplace on the way to where you're going, it's a great alternative.
Yeah, and we really appreciate Harvest Host having these sites, and they'll send you updates on when they open up some new ones, which has really been nice. And they get a newsletter in your email once a week, or once every couple of weeks, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, check that out. But check out the Harvest Host and see what you think, and let us know if you have any questions about that. And if you have stayed at Harvest Host, leave us a comment below about where you stayed and what you thought about it, and maybe we'll be able to check that out too, because we like to share those with people. So anyway, well, anything else you want to say?
Well, please click like and subscribe.
That's right. And
so we've got a lot of people that have watched a lot of videos, but they don't hit like, or they don't hit subscribe.
Come on.
So,
don't you want to see us in your inbox all the time?
if you have a Facebook, if you have a Facebook account, you can log into YouTube with that Facebook or Google account, one or the other. I think it's Google.
But we do appreciate you following along with us. We hope you're well, and we do appreciate those that are watching us and stop and say hi to us. That means a lot.
We really do.
Yeah, it means a lot to us. So anyway, well, take it easy, and
we'll
see you around the campfire. Bye.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So today's video is on
Tractor Museum, Harvest Host that we went to, and we had a really nice time. Started over as a Harvest Host that we went to, and we need to do that again because I don't want to say. Anyway, it was a lot of fun, but we were.